There was an order that was adopted by Germany in World War II, the Laconia order. And the order is this: you strike without warning, and you do nothing to assist the crew of sunken enemy ships. Let me give you some background to the order. Some of the things that motivated the order. So there was this British ship, Laconia. It didn't have any soldiers on it. All the ship was doing was carrying the families of British soldiers. But a German plane accidentally sunk it. And as it was sinking, the German general was like, we gotta save these people. We put them in danger. They're just families. They're just civilians. They pose no threat. They don't have a role to play in the war. They're just families of soldiers. We've got to rescue them. So the general, against the orders of his leadership, sent in German U-boats to try to rescue them and to correct what they had done. But the British accidentally started attacking the U-boats that were rescuing the Laconia and rescuing the families of soldiers. So then that very same general ordered the U-boats to abandon the families of the Brits at sea, and they adopted the Laconia order. Strike without warning, do nothing to assist the crew of sunken enemy ships, because the war's not over until you're back on land. Somebody could attack you. Here's Walzer's take on the Laconia affair and the Laconia order. He says, okay, look, when soldiers endanger civilian lives, they then incur a duty to expose themselves to at least some risk in order to save those civilian lives. If I screw up, and I'm a soldier or a general or whoever, and somebody's in danger, innocent civilians are in danger because of what I've done, now I've got a duty to save them, and that duty includes possibly putting myself at risk to save them. It doesn't mean that the duty is that I have to save them no matter what. It just means that I bear some duty to expose myself to some risk to save them. That's on me. It doesn't mean I have to save civilians that I had nothing to do, whose lives are in jeopardy and I had nothing to do with it. It's just, if I put the civilians in danger, I've got some duty to try to save them, even if there's some risk to myself. And Walzer says that's what the general in the example originally thought and originally tried to do against what his superior said. But so he thinks that by calling off rescue, period, no matter what, the Germans failed in their duty and did something wrong, and that's a messed up policy. He says, look, let's distinguish between two things. If you're trying to rescue innocent civilians and there's an attack that's forthcoming from the enemy, or there's already been one attack and you've got reason to expect there's more, go ahead and break off the rescue efforts. No problem. You don't have to try to rescue the people no matter what. That's okay. What's messed up is to not help people at all because maybe there might be an attack. Those two things can be true. Don't expose yourself to ridiculous risk. Do expose yourself to some risk. And certainly rescue people if you're just worried there might be an attack.